How's it going, guys? Just wanted to give you an update on this little arcade thing that I did. It's super basic, it's nothing fancy. Probably didn't turn out as well as my mind imagined it would be, but it's pretty good. So, what I did is it's just got the basic frame, and I put some MDF wood around it and painted it all white. My sister painted that for me, which is Adventure Time and Regular Show. And the stripes are actually just duct tape because I didn't want to paint it, and I just thought the duct tape was fine. So it goes on the side and then goes down. Oh, that's probably not the best side to show. I think this side's. Okay, there you go. See the stripes go. So originally I had this made so that I could play Super Smash Brothers Brawl, but then just moved on because Brawl is not the best Super Smash Brothers is. So what's inside the box? There's just the frame, like I said, and then there is a surround sound system built in there. So there's a subwoofer and several speakers. I did have the vent there to let some of the sound through. There's a couple of speakers up top. I use just a regular monitor right there. It doesn't have HDMI because it's just an old one that I have. So I did get an HDMI to VGA converter. It seems to work pretty good. I don't notice any lag or latency to it at all. The arcade sign was just something cheap from Hobby Lobby. And so what I did for the brains of it is I did a Nintendo Classic. As you can see, NES Classic, I mean. These are just joysticks that I got from Amazon. They do function to have, you know, turbo and slow, and you can even control the speed of the turbo for each button, which is really nice. It does have different toppers, so I have the round one on this one. Oh, can't remember what it's called. Shifter knob? That's not what it is. Well, I'm gonna regret even bringing it up now because I can't remember what that's called. Someone correct me. But I do have it so that there's a hole here to get the actual shape to kind of hold it from sliding back and forth. I do have wood on the back so it can't slide in further than what it is right now. I did have to notch out here so that you can, or so that I can actually get to the controls for this. Sometimes if the main power gets unplugged, for some reason the aspect ratio of this monitor gets messed up, so I still have to be able to get to the button, so I just chopped that out. And right here I have, if you can see it, I did cut out a slot so that the wires from these can actually go in there. I didn't want any sort of wireless because then you have to worry about charging or batteries. So yeah, the wires go down in there, but then they come back up and they plug in for a first player, second player. It is nice having it this way because I can just unplug the first player. Oops, sorry, let me grab this. And then I can take the actual cord that came with, since you know it's only, what, 3 feet or something, the cable. So it's not meant to go very far to the capsule, you don't want to get extenders. Anyway, so I can still, if I want to play with the classic controller, I can just easily plug it in, play with it, enjoy it. But especially for some of the games on there, fighting with a joystick is a lot better. Mo better. Oh. So what happens, yeah, so this is connected to HDMI to VGA adapter and goes up, and also the sound breaks out and goes down to the surround sound system. So normally you can leave the, or I leave the monitor on, but I have it turned off right now so you didn't see that thing. Just turn on and you can see for yourself. Yeah, so it's really nice that it does that. And then you can just go in there. Because of the format, it does do the black bars on both sides, which is fine just to get that more 4:3 ratio, which is perfect. Yeah, like I said, no lag, and it was just stuff I already had, so it didn't cost me anything to do that. I did have to buy the VGA HDMI adapter, but I did it a long time ago and I can't remember and the joysticks I've had for over a year or two. So yeah, if you guys want to take a chance and make a cheap arcade, that's all you got to do. And it's, yes, you could do a Raspberry Pi 4 or something like that and do ROMs, but I don't want to do anything of questionable legality. Some say it's a gray area and stuff, and I don't have all the physicals for all these games and don't own a lot of original Nintendo games, so this actually worked out really well for me. Yeah, let me know what you think.